This is basically the press release that we did months ago and what we were talking about releasing at the 1st of October. So we'll give you a few seconds to read through that, and then we'll go through some of the other details of the components of the campaign. Keep in mind as you go through here, it is intended to be just a working document for the basis of our conversation. We will have professional voiceovers and use some of the slides for our marketing and tutorial campaign. Welcome to the new NDCA Benefits Program. We're pleased to announce this dynamic new program. We have coined it 15 by 15, meaning 15,000 new registrants by 2015. We know that sounds like a tall task, but we have a defined plan to get there. We'll give you a quick glimpse here, a little more detail in the slides below, and then a thorough discussion on our conference call. To accomplish that goal, we have 6 basic supporting programs, all of which cross-pollinate each other. Some will be an expense, and some will generate revenue. Our goal, though, is to be net neutral by 2015. Here's how it'll work. Branding and marketing programs will generate a small amount of revenue. As a matter of fact, we've already got a $176 rebate. That will help offset the cost of the sports injury and liability program, which is an expense for us. Website, marketing, and branding programs will help offset the cost of the CRM program. Print management, pearls, and direct mail campaigns that will be offered to studios and independent teachers will also help offset the cost of the free CRM and sports liability programs. Merchant services is designed to be net neutral, but is necessary to provide a platform for all these other services. The NDCA Print Management Program allows end users to create creative marketing campaigns that are targeted to end users and prospects. By leveraging the buying power of the NDCA, we have created these professional marketing programs at a fraction of the price. Here's an example of how most print production works. Someone spends lots of time and hours using whatever tools are available, Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, or some low-level design tool. Then they take that package, send it to a FedEx, Staples, Office Depot, or a local print shop, paying twice the amount of money. By leveraging the NDCA's buying power, we're able to aggregate all those jobs, provide a professional print campaign at a fraction of the price. Here's how it works. It's simple and easy. Simply click on the campaign that you want, whether it's Dancing for Dummies or 4th of July celebration. If you're enrolled in the NDCA microsite program, the marketing material will always match your website. You'll hear more about that in the site portion. Select that template you want to use. Click on Add Logo and change any pertinent information that you like. And you've created a professional looking image in minutes that everyone will be proud of. When you send your order, it will be combined with all other NDCA orders, giving you the buying power of this institution.
Welcome to the NDCA's new marketing and branding program. By leveraging the buying power of all our registrants, we have put together a fun, simple to use program. Why not let your best asset, your clients, do the marketing and branding for you? Whether they're wearing a polo shirt emblazoned with your logo at a cocktail party, writing a note on a notepad with your logo to a coworker down the hall, or wearing one of the robes proudly displaying your studio at one of the competitions, let them generate interest in your organization. It's fun and simple. Simply go and click on a desired product. In this case, we're going to go with breath mints. It automatically defaults to the NDCA logo, but I can create my own custom product by simply clicking on Create Virtual Sample. Going to go Upload New Logo. At that time, I will going to use a embassy ball. Upload my new logo. Going to use Embassy Ball. And wow, I've created my own custom product. I hit save. I can order that product and go through a typical shopping cart process. I also, when I go home, notice that the catalog has changed and been updated with my own personal branded items that my customers can go and order. Very simple, very easy, and it's fun. We'll also be giving out monthly marketing tips on how to use your logo to sell your business. Thanks, and if you have any information, please give us a call.
Free version of the NDCA software for customer service. This is primarily for independent dance teachers and coaches and judges. To access it, simply use any device from a computer to an iPad to an iPhone or to any Android device. Type in your NDCA user ID and password. Hit the login button. Now, this version, because I'm an admin, is going to show me many more studios than the average person would get. Plus, it shows me different dance teachers. I'm going to bring you to a version that just shows the one individual dance teacher. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit so that you can see the actual day sheet itself. It shows the previous day plus the next 2 weeks out. To book a student into the day sheet is very easy. All you do is select the cell and the time, click on the cell. It's going to bring you to your list of students. You can scroll through the list of students or just simply click on the one when you find it, and as you see, it ends up on the day sheet. I'm going to delete this because this is actually clear the session. It'll ask me yes or no. You can also go to an individual date on the day sheet if you just want to go to a particular date. Like, let's say I want to go to I'm going to take it back to August and see what was going on in August. Now you'll notice that in August that's what this particular teacher was doing. I'm going to take it back to today, which is the September the 10th. It'll bring me back to the 10th plus the next 2 weeks. If I want to see a student's card or ledger card, if you will, all I have to do is simply click on the student's card and it will bring up the student's activity. All of their contact activity is located down here, and whether I called them and when I called them, and I can save all of that information. Their phone numbers, cell phone numbers, mobile numbers, home numbers are all located up here. So all the contact information. If you're using a cell phone, you simply hit the call button and it will actually place the call through your cell phone. All of this is editable. You can make changes at any time. Keep track of all your students' balances, how many lessons they have remaining, and so forth. Exit from here. To get a list of my students, I can simply click on the student list. And if I hit the search button, it's going to default to the students that have not, or not students, but the people who have not been into the building yet. I note that because there's a red or a black dot next to the person's name. That indicates that the student has never had a lesson. I can also see that this particular student has not had a lesson because there is no last lesson in this column under balance. If I click the search criteria twice, the next default is to all my active students. My active students come up in a list like this, and now you can see, because they're active, they have a green button. That means active. There's a couple of other colors that you'll notice as you go through. There's a red button, which is a no sale. There's a brown button, which is inactive, or a yellow button, also inactive. To create a new customer, or we call that a new capture. I'm going to click this button over here, new capture button. Then I would just simply fill out the name, address. All the fields that are in dark black have to be filled out. You do not have to fill out this whole form, mainly just first name, last name. contact method, and so forth. Again, you can zoom in or zoom out on any of these pages to make them bigger, and you can do that on your phones as well to make them larger or smaller. That's about it for the first video on how to use this new free management system. Well, actually, it's not a management system. New free. Yeah, it's a student management for individual teachers.
This bodily injury risk and liability coverage may prove to be the single best opportunity to create immediate value for the NDCA. By pushing this benefits program down to the street level, we have the huge opportunity to create continuity for all the organizations. The studios and independent teachers are actually incented to register their clients while reducing their insurance cost, risk, and liability exposure. This unique continuity program will innately drive more traffic to competitions that only allow NDC registrants. Here's how it would work. Like many athletic-based membership programs, this policy would be a secondary policy that would become primary if no other insurance was available. The program would cover participants that are registered members of the NDCA with all practices, travel to and from and at competitions, as well as provide liability coverage for all instructors, competition organizers, and facilities. By leveraging our current infrastructure and technology that we have in place to process registrants' payments and combining that with negotiated rates, we can significantly reduce the cost of processing credit cards. Although there are significant benefits to the large studios and franchises, the biggest benefits will come to independent studios, dance teachers, and competitions. Those that don't typically process high volume or only need credit card processing a couple of times a month. It also gives us the ability to process virtually from an iPhone, any smartphone, laptop, or anywhere where somebody can get a connection. This is a huge benefit for the competitions that may only need to process a couple of times a year, or that studio that has an exhibit set up at the women's show attracting people from the Southeast. Here is an actual live example. We polled 5 different studios, took their live bills from their current credit card processes, and compared those against our new rate of 1.95%. What we found is that studios, even the large ones, are paying between 2.45 and 3% on their effective rate. As you can see down at the bottom, this one studio would save about $513 a month. This would certainly help offset the cost of some of our non-revenue producing programs like insurance. As part of the membership program, we would like to update the membership card itself. By using the database that's already in place and upgraded print technology, we can create a dynamic card that registrants are proud of. Not only is it aesthetic pleasing and giving us the ability to print 4 colors over 4 colors of variable data, it also acts as a smart card. With a QR on the bottom, we can in essence store value on this card or scan it at a competition to show that somebody has paid their registration fee. All at the same time, we were able to do this for about $1,500 less than the current process. We have sent samples of this card to Jackie and Dennis, so feel free to ask them about that. The challenge with most websites is that the businesses spend thousands of dollars to create them, then don't maintain them or keep them relevant. By tethering together the other 5 components of the program, we will create websites that are relevant, always populated with new information, and ties directly back into the marketing campaigns. For example, the Dancing for Dummies campaign that you saw earlier.
Okay, here's how it works. The users can select pre-designed, professionally designed templates. I'm going through and let's say, let's go here. I want to pick this template. It brings me onto the home page. Now I want to add my logo. So I simply click on logo. I'm going to browse. I'm going to use, let's use Embassy Ball. I want to move it down just a little bit, and I want to make it just a little bit larger, over just a little bit more. That looks good. So I'm going to go down. I'm going to hit save. So now I've just created my own custom web page. I can add any information I so desire. The rest of the page has been pre-populated from the database and our membership base that is providing us RSS feeds. Let's go over to locations. I want to add my location. It's this simple, this easy. I'm going to go insert elements. I'm going to take Google Maps. I'm going to drag it over. I'm going to add my location. And there you have it under the location section. Now I'm going to go over, as you'll see under news. We're uploading their website every week with updated news. In this case, it's the obituary of Mr. Hinton. If they choose not to use that, want to create their own, all they've got to do is add their own, and they can delete that. They can come down here, go to Insert Elements. If I want to add a newsletter, I simply drag it to the position I want it to go. And put whatever information I want to create and capture that form. Okay? Now let's go over to photos and pictures, or videos and pictures. Again, we're going to provide video to them. The idea here is that we are driving the NDCA name down to the street or grassroots level. So we want to provide the competitions that want to use their collateral material and give the studios access to it. We want to populate that with that data. If I decide I don't want that on there, all I do is simply hit delete. Now, let me show you how easy it is to create my own photography or websites. Again, insert elements. You'll notice that's typically what we go to and use in one of the tools that we use often. I can put in a photo gallery, or I want to make a video and let the system create a video out of my most recent photos. So I am going to go, I can change my music, I can change text, I can change the transitions, whatever I want. We'll just keep them the default for what they are right now. When I pull this over, it's going to show me what a video looks like. I want it to be, in this case, let's go ahead and center justify it, so it's going to be centered on the page. It's giving me a bunch of video screenshots here that I do not want to use, so those, I'm going to delete those. We'll leave these other two, and I'm save time. I'm going to upload. Now I'm going to upload my own. So I'm going to use, go ahead and throw a logo in there. I'm going to use this one, 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 this one. Some of these are just thumbnails, and they're not, as you can see, are not very large files, so they may not be the best images, but we'll throw them in there and show you what happens. So the system is basically creating a slideshow with music for me. Takes just a minute to upload the images, and now it's creating the video from the pictures I've inserted. All right, let's check it out and see how it looks. Oop, I'll let one of my wrestling videos show in there. Okay, so I've just created the video. Again, I can go in and erase any of these others. If I want to change, it's this easy. If I want to change address information or any information, I change phone number, hit save. And we've just completed our website. I did want to show you one more thing though. We've added a shopping cart component so that we give all of these studios and independent teachers competitions an e-commerce site at a very economical rate. I've got different product that has defaulted in here. It is all the dancers piece of the logo for the NDCA without the NDCA name. Our goal is to start making this recognizable so that when somebody sees this, they know it's ballroom dance and supported by the NDCA. If I want to order any of this product, I simply go through my shopping cart process and order the product that I want. We can also add any product. If they have special product for their studio, they can add or remove any product they want.